Hi there, so in this video I just wanted to show you quickly how I plan my sales in advance in my marketing planner so that I then have a kind of idea of what I'm trying to achieve that month before I go in to plan my marketing. So I do this using a database, so I'm going to click into it here. It's my monthly sales plan. So I've already done April here and I'll just show you the kind of general layout and then I'll move ahead to May just for the sake of showcasing this. So you can see it's using sub-items in a database. So I have April set up here. I've selected which financial goal I'm going for. This is linked to my goal setter. You don't need to worry about how to do that. You could do this just with a single select if you wanted. So I've selected that I want to just go for my good income target. It pulls through my income target automatically, and that's actually all I need to do for the month. And then as sub-items, I'm planning out all the different offers that I would like to try and sell in April to hit that target. So you can see here I've put in my marketing lab, which I've called my marketing lag. So I'll just fix that while I'm here. And then this is pulled through from my product planner, which is a different tool that I have created. I've put in my target number of units to sell. It's pulled through the price and multiplied it by 10. So that's what my total income would be if I sold 10. And then it's added up both this and this. So this is my Creative Insights HQ together to create what my total expected revenue would be. And I can compare that then to my target income. So just to show you how this works, I'm going to create a new one. So I'm going to create a new page and I'm going to call it May. And I'm going to just select good again. I'm just waiting for this to load. So you can see I've got my good, better and best income goals set up in a different database. So I'm going to pull through my good income goal again. But I could, just for example, pull through my better. Let's say I'm going for that instead. It pulls through a different number. Then I want to click this arrow down so I can create a sub-item. And my sub-item is going to be a product. So let's say I'm going to sell my marketing lab again. I want to select my marketing lab from my product database. So that is here. So I just click on it and I'll decide how many units I want to sell. So let's say I'm aiming for 20 next month. Maybe I've got a big plan to get in front of lots of people. And you can see it's automatically calculated how much money I would bring in if I sold 20 of my marketing lab. So we can do that again with something else. So let's say custom build and see if I've got that set up here. Custom build. And let's say I just want to do one custom build. It pulls through a price and again you can see that it's added that on in my total expected revenue here. So that's how I can build out what I plan to sell that month. And then if I go back to my marketing lab, you can see I've got April set up here just now as my filter. So I've got this filtered by month and year and I've selected April 2026 because that's the month we're in. And I can see the products I hope to sell this month. And if I click into them and click on it, I can see that I want to sell 10 of these, so I can have that in mind when I'm planning out my content for April in my content calendar, which I will show you in a different video. This one is just really to show you how my sales planner works. So there are a couple of things within that which pulled from other places. So those pull from other tools within my Creative Insights HQ. So my good, better, best income goals, they pull from my Vision Builder. I have a database in there where I set those, follow a process to set those. And then the product price pulled from my product pipeline where I plan my offers. So if I go into my marketing lab, if I can find it, here we go. You can see I've got my price set as £47, so that's where it pulled through from to do that calculation. So this is all part of a bigger system, and I've got a video coming up next where I show you kind of how I lay out this system and why I've got it laid out that way. That might be a good thing to watch next, but I will leave a link to both my marketing lab and my full Creative Insights HQ in the description as well, because they're both available as templates. But be sure to watch that next video next because it will explain how I lay out all my tools to help them interact with each other better.